Hello, fellow wanderers. I'm Endri, and thank you for joining me as we wander through some more Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic II, the Lightside run. Well, we need to check this administration computer, see what we can find. Well, we got some logs.
Tracted the freighter in. Was lucky it wasn't destroyed when it drifted into the asteroid field. Not much on board. One damaged droid, one annoying protocol droid, and a lot of bodies. Sent the survivor to medical and the others to the morgue. Didn't recognize the ship's ID code, so we transmitted it to the Republic for some answers. Questioned the protocol droid about what happened. Says his master, the survivor, I guess, was on the Republic ship the Harbinger when it suffered an engine failure. He says the survivor was a passenger on the vessel and a Jedi. If so, that's gonna mean true. Inventoried the bodies and cargo. Everything matches the protocol droid's story. The T3 droid had seized up, so we left it in storage and standby mode. Don't know what code will access it. It could be it's voice activated for all we know. We put the protocol droid to work in maintenance, sorting the mining droid comm routines and updating the recognition sensors. And to shut him up. When the survivor recovers, hopefully we can get him off this station before there's trouble between the work shifts. Word of the Jedi leaked out and the miners aren't sure what to do with her. Kotor's mining crew wanted us to collect the creds for the bounty the Exchange has on Jedi, but I put a stop to that. We're contacting Telos to get the Republic records on the Jedi, but nobody will know word from the Republic. But I've sent out a broadcom transmission for records on this Ebon Hawk. One of the miners said it used to be a smuggling vessel. Accidents are making the miners restless. The droid behavior course must be undergoing some kind of binary decay. 2 miners were drilled by a droid's mining laser, and those blasts in the ventilation tunnels nearly caused the whole facility to blow.
Let's go ahead and contact the hangar bay, shall we? There's a low-pitched whistle and beep. Sounds there's a utility droid on the other end. Can you read me? Are you operational? We're trapped up on the administration level. Can you unlock the turbo lifts? Is there some other way out of here besides the turbo lifts? There's a risk it than be trapped up here. And now we're playing T3. Who should get along fine with this particular character. Though, not so much the dark side one. T3 is a good bot. Let's go ahead and loot all these real quick. A reflex package. It's nice to have that. And we find the Ebon Hawk. Fully repaired from the looks of it, which is nice to see. That droid down there is not having the best of days. Alright, well, we seriously lack the ability to do much. We don't have any computer spikes, really. We don't have any repair parts for certain. I am certain we'll fix that in due time. Several parts have been removed from this console, and a laser drill has been used on a number of subsystems. Well, we don't have any parts, so we can't really do anything here. So I guess we're going to have to explore a bit. That door to the right there is decidedly locked. In a way we're not getting past. And note to self. Oh, we're still considered to be in combat. Alright, now I think we're out of combat. Oh. Well, we can put that on for now. We didn't pick up any armor. Wow. The dark side character certainly has better luck, I'll give him that. We didn't get any droid armor yet. I mean, we're guaranteed to get some in a little bit, I believe. No matter what. And we don't really need it for this part of the level anyway. 36 credits. This character is going to need a lot of credits. I mean, a lot of credits. Components. The paranoid part of me really wants to think that the conversation with Kreia where you set your first dark side or light side point determines your drop luck for the rest of the run, and almost always is going to guarantee that the dark sider ends up with more stuff. I don't actually think that's true, but it would be kind of funny if it was. Guaranteed items on that corpse. Same with this corpse. Purrs of fuel lives, and I found 3 sonic charges attached inside. I checked the work logs, and only droids have been in the area. I tried to contact security as soon as I found the explosives, but I can't seem to get a signal through. I've removed the remote detonators, and I'll keep the explosives on me until I can put them in a secure hold in the hangar. Fair enough. Real quick, before we move on, let's go ahead and equip that armor. It's better than nothing. And the game really wants you to use the Ion Striker and stuff here because it does extra damage to droids and it avoids these shields, but your little unlimited use arm cannon there, shot cannon, works just fine through their shields. Just your normal blaster doesn't work. And with that in mind, you might as well just use this because, you know, it does plenty of damage. See there, it just hit for 15. It does plenty of damage, and you can use it as much as you want. No limited charges. I would prefer to break down the limited charge items into components or sell them versus using them up on enemies that don't really require the use of it. And we got some more tutorials here about how to use inventory items. Don't get caught in the blast of that, by the way. It's kind of mean. Wonder what broke that droid. Tarsus survival gloves. I don't know what those are, but they sound interesting. Computer spikes. Those are good to have. Some components and some credits. Alright. Well, with that, we can head up to this terminal and get it running and see what it has to say. Okay, let's replace the part. Functions are restored. Access emergency control commands. Run a diagnostic. All subsystems rerouted to the fuel depot terminal. Which is what this says. Check the subsystems, open the door to the fuel depot for now. That's where we need to go next. And then let's check these logs, shall we? We need charts. I'm going to just let you know that the charts can't be accessed yet. There's no purpose in doing so.
And as requested, all the programming spikes the security officers wanted confiscated have been stored there as well, to prevent further system compromises. The secure cargo hold should be safe enough. If anybody wants to break into it, they'd have to blow it open with explosives. Who ordered the mining droids to repair that Jedi's freighter? I come in here off the work shift and 3 of them are repairing the port stabilizers? Did I miss something? Is somebody planning a trip? Because orders were that the hangar was to be locked down ever since that Jedi arrived. I don't know what maintenance is up to, but you can't just commission droids for repairs, especially with half the work shifts in medbay. Those droids are needed to repair the ventilation tunnels before gas builds up to terminal levels. It's not like that ship can go anywhere anyway. Even if it had the asteroid orbital drift charts, the navicomputer's been voice-locked. You'd need the access code to get it spaceworthy. Considering this latest droid commission breach, I'm putting the droids in this section under the control of the current dock officer. If anyone sends commands to the mining droids outside this terminal, I'll be forced to enact full override. Looks like those droids got the vessel working again, even with all the damage it had taken. The maintenance officer still won't admit ordering them to fix it, though. Regardless, still no luck accessing the navicomputer. It's been voice-locked, maybe by one of the corpses we found on the ship, like the old woman. If so, that ship isn't going anywhere, unless we rip out the navicomputer and put in a new one, if we even had one to spare. The only reason someone would lock their navicomputer is to hide their astrogation charts. Someone didn't want us to know where that ship was going, or where it had been. Only smugglers do that, or someone with something to hide. That Jedi's got a lot of questions to answer.
Somehow I doubt I've got the answers to the questions, though. We could get the hangar bay layout. I don't see any reason to do so. Comm systems, by the way, they don't work. Well, we opened our path forward, though, so let's continue on. We've got a few more droids to shock. They don't stand much of a chance. Especially that poor one, it didn't even have its shields up. That one did, but I think I just did a max damage crit on it. Did not stand much of a chance. Here we have a broken droid. This, I believe, is where you're guaranteed to get the impact armor, in case you actually didn't pick one up off of any of these prior droids. Fortunately, nothing in this part is particularly difficult, even on the hard setting. We're not playing the hard setting. Now, one of the interesting things you might notice here is that if you're still in combat and you try to open this footlocker, you will probably fail. The game will then tutorialize at you that sometimes you have to retry it. This is not specifically true. If you are out of combat and you can succeed at a skill check, you will succeed at the skill check. If you are in combat, however, as in the combat music is still playing, you can fail skill checks you would otherwise succeed, so you might have to try them multiple times. It never really comes up in the game. I wouldn't worry about it. There is nothing down the other path down there, but there's this here. You've got some cameras here. It's not a big deal. Let's call it the system log, though. Emergency lockdown, phantom fuel leak, and sealing out the force fields to contain the blast. Unfortunately, it doesn't really help us any. We can, however, open the emergency hatch on the administration level. And that's about all we can do here. And now we get blasted. Remind myself we're playing the Lightside character. I should be nice to Adam.
So, how long have you been a Jedi? Must be tough. You know, no family, no husband.
I'm sorry. So many of these options are so good. No forever the enduring false sympathy while you're staring at my chest and you try to anger me, you're just an idiot. I think I'll go with I don't really want to talk about it.
All right, all right. Hey, what do you know? A little cargo cylinder came through.
It looks like it, but it's strange you didn't try to contact us on the comm.
If he got the turbo lifts working, then we should have a clear run to the hangar.
Turbo lifts are locked down manually, so I had to open up the emergency hatch.
Wait. Don't tell me you're taking that hatch down into the mining tunnels. Are you? That explosion I heard came from below. There's probably nothing down there except superheated rock and collapsed blast tunnels. You'd be an idiot to go down there.
Maybe, but that's the only way out. It's better I risk my life than yours.
You're either really brave or really crazy, or both. All right, I'll try to monitor things from up here. And be careful. The only thing moving down there is likely to be mining droids, so don't be playing hero too hard. Not that I care what happens to you or anything. I just don't want to be trying to get off this rock by myself.
Got it. See you soon.
I'll keep the comm link open. I may be able to guide you through the tunnels from up here. Don't know if the signal will hold if you get too deep, though.
Well, we got a comm link. And some Lightside points. And I guess there's some stuff we could put on now? +1 to all saves. And a breath mask. We're definitely going to want that. And I might as well grab the reflex package. I mean, nice. The breath mask is actually a really good find. I'm glad we got it. Anyway, we need to backtrack a little bit now. And head down the emergency access shaft that was opened up, which is right back here. And maybe we'll find some clothes. I know for a fact we'll find some clothes.
Can you read me?
Yeah, barely. There's a lot of static.
There's a lot of interference down there, probably caused by that explosion. Still, it looks like there's a route down to the Paragas fuel depot. If the passages haven't collapsed, that explosion knocked out most of the sensors. There should be an emergency crate in the next room. Watch yourself. There's a lot of droid broadcasts in that area, but I can't pin them down.
I'll be careful then. If you detect anything, signal me.
Will do. And be careful down there.
See, you get so much more conversation when you're actually nice. That's why I'm doing the double run-through, actually. It really does make a big difference between the two. Alright, so the survey gear raises awareness, gives us damage resistance. We don't need the breath mask on right now. We definitely want the miner's uniform. Survival gloves are fine. Stealth field generator demolition doesn't matter because we're not trained. So yeah, that's about what we're going to use there.
Find the emergency supplies?
Yes, and it looks like there's some clothes in here.
Damn it. I mean, good. Good to hear it. No sense in you running around half naked. It's distracting. I mean, for the droids. Look, there may be some survey gear and a safety harness inside the crate, too. The miners wear them when staking claims on the asteroids. The survey gear is designed to spot and protect you against sonic mines, and the safety harness can be helpful if you try to disarm them.
There's some kind of mining energy shield in this crate, too.
Yeah, it's like a military-issue energy shield, except it's designed to protect the miners against lasers and heat. Should work against the droid mining lasers. It won't last forever, and certainly not against multiple laser hits. But it may buy you some time if you get ambushed by a battalion of droids.
Sounds useful. How do I use it?
Just equip it on your wrist, and then you can activate it like a med pack. Again, it won't last forever, so make it count.
Understood. Anything else?
Just one more thing. I've narrowed down some of the ID signals, and if the numbers are right, you're sharing those tunnels with a battalion of mining droids.
Can I sneak by them?
You could, if you have the skill in a stealth field generator. These droids rely on thermal sensors, primarily to detect fuel deposits. The good thing is, that explosion down there kicked up so much heat and steam it may blind them. A bit, but not much.
And if they spot me?
Well, these aren't construction models. They shoot like a moisture farmer militia. Since they rely on ranged weapons, get in close with a melee weapon and start bashing them. In close combat, the guy with the vibroblade has the edge over the guy with the rifle, droid or not. Otherwise, just drill them from a distance. If they're not shielded, that is.
Shielded?
Yeah, it's possible some of the droid models may have mining shields on. If so, the shields may absorb laser fire. You can usually tell when a shield is active. It'll make an electrical field around the target. If they activate a shield, the best thing you can do is hit them with a melee weapon or try to burn out the shield with continual fire. But that could take a while, and it leaves you a target.
Anything else?
There's gotta be some central controller down there. See if you can find a terminal by the main access shaft. That'd be governing intelligence.
And now we have some more information. So, if you're watching the Dark Side run and wondering what telling him to buzz off made you miss, basically an extended tutorial on the system mechanics that run in the background. But it was all quite good advice, actually.
Watch where you step. I'm picking up a lot of sonic mines down there. Don't run unless you have to. It makes them harder to spot. If you have any skill with demolitions, you might be able to recover them and use them against the droids. That is, if the mines don't get you first. If you have survey gear or a safety harness, put them on. They'll make spotting and disarming the sonic charges a little easier.
Why are there so many of them?
Those mining droids, especially the excavator models, are designed to arm and set sonic charges for mining. Chances are if they still had charges after they went rogue, then they may have set them to try and kill the miners. And you. If you see one of those excavators, watch out. They may use their undeployed charges as projectiles.
Understood. So, we have no chance whatsoever of disarming those mines. So, we're not going to. Not even going to try. It is the major advantage of having a character with at least a couple points in demolitions. So we'll never be able to retrieve those, unfortunately, to use. We just don't have the skill set for it. We do have the skill set for this. We have lots of repair parts, too. Let's go ahead and put it into patrol mode. And then we'll leave it alone. That got us 40 XP. Not a lot, but it's something at least. And he will do his best to help us out. Sonic grenade. Could be useful. Probably won't, but could be useful. Best to not rush in with this character. We're not really that well equipped for it. I can't help but notice our patrolling droid back here seems to have stopped. Oh well. This one's shielded, so this is going to take a while. I see this little bugger. Get away from me. You need to die. Yeah, they explode when you kill them. I'd rather not have this character exploded on. There we go. Now that we've lured them in closer, our buddy will help take care of these guys. Like we shoot through most of Excavator's shield, which is actually kind of handy. We done? Yes, we're done. Anything on the bodies? Does not look like it. Creds, chemicals, creds, advanced mining laser, which... this character's a duelist. I probably shouldn't use the advanced mining laser. It's a two-handed weapon. Broadside, barn. Don't think you can hit either of you. Nope. I got hit. There you go. Anytime you want to kill this thing. Repair kit's not all that useful. It will be later. I'm going to be stockpiling those for the majority of the game for a particular scene that will occur later. Mining shields, etc. So, by the way, you're basically supposed to use the mining... Yeah, here, I'll just show it. Instead of telling, I'll show the heat. Yeah, okay, so we want to use the Progress Mining Shield here. Go ahead and click that. This is...
Hey, watch out. That explosion has superheated the tunnels ahead. That steam will cook the skin off your bones. If you can find a mining energy shield, switch it on. It should protect you against the heat if you move quickly enough.
Cool. I was just about to demonstrate that, but yeah, there you go. That's how you're supposed to get through here without taking the damage. It did, however, basically use up that entire shield. Ow. Yeah, let's kill that. I'm not so happy when they get into melee. This could be a problem. Probably shouldn't risk it with this low a health. I should just use my level up. In fact, that's what I'm going to do. I don't really want to die right here. There's no reason to. Feet. What do we want? And go with good old toughness. It's a good standby. What do I want for this one? I'm going Lightside, so actually I want Stun Droid. Stun Droid's really useful. I mean, our stats are garbage for it, but it's alright. The higher level ones are so effective that I'm fine with not being able to get it to work at the low level very often. It's not too bad. So now we're going to play Sneak Around the Mines. One thing to keep in mind, since we can't get around them any other way, this does provide us a way to get the mines out of our way. Not a bad haul off that corpse. We might even try to use it on these guys. They're not very high level. They don't have very good stats. So we might even succeed. Ooh, a pheromone package. I actually kind of like the pheromone package. +1 persuade and +1 charisma will help against saving throws on powers. And it will make persuade checks easier, which I am.
You're getting close to something big. I think it's the main ventilation shaft. If so, the central droid controller should be somewhere nearby. Keep an eye out for it. I'm picking up a lot of droids. If you still have a mining energy shield, I'd equip it and switch it on.
There are sensor balls too.
Sensor? It must be maintenance drones. Yeah, watch out. Those little pests will try to repair the mining droids if you don't gun them down first. Still, it's odd they're still active after the explosion. They don't have the same shielding as the mining droids. Be careful of those droids. I don't like this.
Understood. We've already talked about sneaking past the droids, which I could do. I'm just not. Oh, he didn't make his save. Very good. So that's Stun Droid. It's really useful on Pragus, would you believe it? He saved. You know, it did a little bit of damage even though he saved against it. So, yeah, it's not a bad power to pick up. I am unfortunately out of force energy, so we'll have to wait for that to recharge. It recharges faster out of combat than in. Keep that in mind. Getting some more credits, that's nice. And we can actually open this. So what was inside? Chemicals, nothing particularly good. We could call it the droid functions. We could add droids to droid mining protocols. We could cancel their functions. We could mine sealed doors. We could check the schematics. Judging from the droid schematic displays, it looks like Atten was right. The droids rely on thermal sensors to detect fuel deposits. You could blind them by raising the temperature. Raise the temperature to blind the droids. Let's do it. What are the main functions? And you could unlock the emergency supply cylinder that we just unlocked if you have a decent computer skill and you don't have a good lock picking. And we should watch this.
Everybody here? What's up, Kurta? We're supposed to be sinking fuel siphons into the 3218 asteroid shelf right now.
Forget the siphons. You know that survivor they pulled from the freighter? One of the miners said they served with her on Malachor 5.
Malachor 5? So she's one of the survivors. Or worse, a Mandalorian. So what?
Not a survivor, idiot. She's one of the Jedi from Malachor 5.
If she's one of the Jedi, hell, we can't have her walking around here. Well, I don't know what she'll do.
I thought all the Jedi were wiped out in the Civil War, weren't they?
Guess they missed one. But it gets better. I did some checking, and that bounty on Nar Shaddaa is still live.
What? You want to sell the Jedi to the exchange? Kurta, have you been chewing spice?
Look, you know how big that bounty is? That Jedi's our ticket off this rock.
Gorda, there's no way the officers will go for that. They'll lock us up for sure.
Then we'll improvise.
Okay. Well, there you go. Oh, we weren't actually done with that. I need to go to fuel containment I need to shut down the containment fields. And these droids should be pretty harmless at this point. Yeah, I'd say they're probably pretty harmless. So am I from the looks of it. Oh dear. Yeah, you get some serious advantages if you're in melee combat with a ranged fighter. I thought I made them blind. I don't know why they're able to come up to me. Alright. I wish I could do something about that noise, but it appears to be proximity based and not anything else. Yeah, we took care of that one easily enough. All things considered, for not really being well optimized for using blasters, we're doing fairly decent. You can shut them all down. The XP you get for shutting the droids down is significantly smaller than the XP you get for killing them. So, kill them. I mean, I'm going to spoil it for you. They're not going to be around much longer anyway. Whether or not you destroy them yourself or not. And they're droids, and in the Star Wars universe, you don't have to care about what you do to droids. They're just droids. Now, you shouldn't destroy them out of anger, but, you know, if they're trying to kill you, you can go ahead and destroy them. And we're not destroying them to cause harm to the people who own this facility. They're already gone. I don't think they'll care. I got some more credits. Not a whole lot of them, and you need a lot of credits. We need at least 2,000 credits by the time we get to Telos. I don't think we're going to have it. So we're going to have to try and earn it other ways. Like Pazak. Oh, Pazak. I refuse to play Pazak. I played it actually quite a bit in the last game to earn money. I do not want to do it in this one. I just do not really enjoy the game. I guess you could also do swoop bike racing, but the swoop bike racing in this one is significantly more difficult than it was in the last one. So I would rather not. And we've got full force powers. I believe the other nice thing about having the force stun is that if it lands, stun droids, if it lands, I believe it lets us sneak attack. I believe as a sentinel we do have sneak attack. Yep, he saved. Oh well. Ow. Alright. Now they've been dealt with. We are going to... I don't even know if I can open this way. Oh, we can. Cool. I think, by the way, that you do actually get XP when you open doors and such. It just doesn't tell you directly. Very nice. So I'm actually curious. Oops. If I look at my character... Nope, that's not the character screen. That's the party screen. Let's just click through this. I am at 4975. What is this, by the way? P. Okay. So blowing up the mines does not get you XP. Recovering them does get you XP, by the way. Are you going to do it? No, you're not. Well, we don't really need to bother. Ionite Edge, Cardio Regulator, Heavy Mining Laser. Good chunk of credits. Can't complain. I don't think any of those are of particular use to us, but it's alright. We actually want the Advanced Mining Laser, I think, as our tool. But I think that's also going to be it for this part. Yeah, that's definitely it for this part. So, until our paths cross again, have fun, stay safe everyone.